Hey everyone, welcome back to Small Batch Devs. My name is Austin.
And I'm Elliot. Today we're going to be talking about 3 important non-technical skills that we wish we knew when we were starting our software development career.
These will not only help you be a better developer, but also a better coworker.
Yeah, and if you have any other non-technical skills that you think people should know about, leave a comment down below.
Without any further ado, let's get into it. The first non-technical skill we're going to talk about and that you should be familiar with is ticketing systems. This includes products such as GitHub, Jira, or Trello, just to name a few. Ticketing systems allow us to track big picture and small picture work that needs to be done in order to ship our final product.
Some common types of tickets you'll see are user stories, bugs or defects, research tickets, POCs, which is proof of concepts, and feature requests.
Each ticket can contain information such as priorities, due dates, sprints, related tickets, comments about the ticket, acceptance criteria for the ticket, and really any other information that would be important to track.
Tickets can also have a property to track the progress of where that ticket is in the development lifecycle. So there will usually be a status field where you can set the ticket as in discussion, in progress, in testing, or completed or fixed.
You can also link your ticketing system with your code repository if that feature is available, so when you commit code, it will actually show up in your ticket.
The next important topic is taking notes. You're going to want to take notes as frequently as possible, like when you're in meetings, anytime you ask questions, while you're doing research, and even while you're coding.
You might think that you will remember some important piece of information while you're in your meetings or whatnot, but you most likely will not.
It's just the way it is.
Just the way it is.
You're also going to want to take notes on Fridays or at the end of your work week so that when you come back from the weekend, you haven't forgotten what you were working on or where you were at.
And you definitely don't want to be that person that has to ask someone to repeat their answer for a question you just asked 5 minutes ago.
You're also going to want to organize your notes. Some great ways of organizing notes are by task, what you're working on, and just by the day in general.
Having important notes will not only be important for the short term, but definitely for the long term as well.
Yeah, and if somebody asks you what you're working on, you'll have your notes to reference, whether it's recent or a while back.
It will also help you be less cluttered and maybe even feel less stress or anxiety when you're trying to recall something you did a while back.
Another note about note-taking is that you can also use notes as a way of tracking your progress or tasks that you want to complete during the day.
It may also be beneficial to break these tasks down a little bit so that they're a little more easy to digest.
Yeah, doing this can help you feel accomplished and show that you're making progress over time.
The third and final non-technical skill we're going to talk about is how and when to ask questions. You should always try to make progress on whatever you're working on before asking a question, because if your first instinct is to always ask for help, then the problems that you're trying to solve will never get less difficult. And it could also get a little annoying for your coworkers to have to constantly be answering your questions.
Yeah, you're going to want to do your due diligence by trying to look through the code, solve the problem, and definitely exhaust Google by searching both specific and generic questions first.
It can definitely be embarrassing if you bring your question to a coworker and then they type that question into Google and your answer pops up right away.
Yikes.
When you do search Google first or try to solve the problem on your own, any results that you find you can bring with you when you do ask for help. And it shows that you've definitely tried several solutions and that the person you're asking for help won't just suggest something obvious that you've already tried.
But if you have absolutely no idea where to even start, or you've spent several hours working on this issue and haven't made much progress, then you should definitely consider asking for help.
Yeah, but when you do ask for help, don't ask exactly how or for an exact solution to your problem. You're going to want to ask where you can find more information or research so that you can learn how to solve it on your own.
You also want to make sure that you space out your questions so that you're not repeatedly just bombarding the same person with questions over and over again. So either wait a little while before you ask another question, or maybe ask someone else on your team that may have some relevant knowledge.
When you do ask for help, try not to phrase your question like, this might be a stupid question, or I know I should know this, but those can kind of be self-demeaning and don't add anything to the learning experience.
And the final thing to know is it's okay to not know everything about everything. You're really not expected to, especially if you're just starting out. And honestly, a lot of coworkers will be very happy to answer your questions and to help you out, because it helps them out as well, because they'll have to revisit some topics that they may have not thought about in a very long time.
Yeah, and asking less and less questions over time shows everyone that you're growing as a developer.
Today we talked about 3 very important non-technical skills that Elliot and I wish we knew before we started our professional software development careers. Those were ticketing systems, taking important notes, and asking questions.
And don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so that you won't miss out when we upload a new video every Saturday at 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time.
See you guys.
Peace.
True.
Too true.